Hey guys, Daggz here, jumping back into Vampyr. As you saw in the last video, a lot has happened. Fergal and Mary were both defeated, and now we're moving on to the next section of the story. And so we're just gonna jump right into it, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Okay. Find out the reason why the terrified young man is hiding in the sewers. Read your mail. Alright, let's read the mail and then go find why the guy's in the sewers. Lady Ashford's invitation. Dear Dr. Reed, I hope this letter will quickly find you, for I need to speak to you as soon as possible. The situation is evolving very quickly in the West End, and I'm convinced we are all now in great danger. The Guard of Purwen has launched a great hunt in London, and for a few nights they have been actively searching and killing any icon they can locate. Lord Redgrave, chairman of the Ascalon Club, recently contacted me. He wishes to meet you immediately. Please come by my mansion any night that suits you. We must discuss all of this. With this letter, you will find an official pass that will allow you to go through any barricade or quarantine checkpoint throughout the city. Your friend, Lady Ashford. That's intriguing. Alright. Let's see. I don't know why that's marked off. So we'll take that off. Oh, an unknown event has happened. Alright, yeah, we'll go look at that, and then we'll go talk to Lady Ashford. Alright. So across the bridge, up and over. Whitechapel. Oh, sounds like a skull.
It ain't you! Kill it! He's dead!
And so are you. Okay, so there's Purwen Brawler. What's up here? Trail of blood.
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh, there's a couple of scowls. I knew I heard you. Watery, rich blood sample.
This is despicable.
Come back here, ratto. Disgusting thing.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, well, believe.
I'll put an end to you!
I think I have to take I have to take the gun off my inventory to be able to attack people with a bite again. Where are you? I hear you.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Oh, large beast. Sounds like a wolf. I was right. Why are there so many skulls? Ooh. What's up here? A locked door.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's the point of going up there? Is that the...
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Let's see, current situation.
How are the conditions in Whitechapel these days?
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
That's unfortunate. Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all leave him.
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Ouch.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
It's a valid point.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Alright. Talk to these guys.
You again? What do you want this time?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I'm not easily scared, but crazy killers and armed patrols are lurking about. My son's right about this place.
Nope. Anything else I can ask you?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Take a look. Don't be afraid. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose.
Alright, current situation.
How are the current conditions in Whitechapel?
When there's more people outside at night than during the day, then you've got to start to worry.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Morning is never easy. Despair can be a poison. Let's go morning is never easy.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Wonder why.
Right then. Show me what you have.
All right. One of them. Yeah, press and hold. Thank you. All right, so 40. Oh, slime is still alive, it seems.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
If you think so.
How are conditions in Whitechapel at present?
The way this sickness is spreading, I don't think there'll be enough new bloods to replace those tenants I'm losing.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
I'm sure you know more.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Slime.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
All right, I'm done with you.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Actually.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Ugh. Goes against my better judgment.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Get out of here before I
Goodbye,
change my
Mr.
mind.
Bates.
That's locked. Go down this way, I guess. I've read that one. I've read that one. Why are you just lurking around in the corner over here? What's over here? How do I get over there? Ooh, everybody's sick. Tired, anemia. Maybe that's why it's in serious condition. Darius Petrescu's house. Bottle of cheap gin.
It's locked.
Is there a key I could find around here, maybe? Ooh, you're feisty. There's the key. Ooh. Not sure what just happened, but now I'm covered in soot. There's something. Treatment for headache, glass vial, medical voucher. Medical voucher printed in English and Romanian that grants free medication exam. Free medical exam. Beautiful flower. What's the flower for? Small flower like those offered to the poor by Dorothy Crane's accomplice Camellia, the mute flower girl. Ergota meat? I think that's new. Go. Okay, so the event that had happened was Nurse Crane. Okay, Merchant, Hideout, West End. So apparently I have to go in here somewhere to get water for that plant. But I have to go down here. Alright, so let's zoom in here. Place a mark. So it's still cat again.
A lot of people are talking about this Colossus. Perhaps I should look into it.
Its
Slime.
effectiveness has been proven by many.
Who are you?
Even the flu is no match for the
Good evening,
Swanborough
Benjamin.
cordial.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You
Can I
don't
help
seem
with this?
well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Oh, I don't have that one yet.
I will see you later. What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
You should not feel ashamed. These are barbaric methods.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Okay.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
White
How are
chapel.
conditions in Whitechapel these days?
I hear gunshots every night. It's just like the war in the trenches, Doctor. I can't stand it.
As long as you have the money.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Has been proven by many.
All right, let's go
Even
talk to
the
her.
flu- Good evening, my dear colleague.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
When people buy guns instead of medication, it means they have already traded hope for fear in their hearts. In my book, that's never a good thing, Doctor.
I agree.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Anything I can use? Cordial, vial. Use pure wine steak, box of pills, ring, pill, cigarette case. Okay.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
She has a cold.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm not against a second opinion, Dr. Reed.
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Here we go. That should help.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Then
Even the flu is no match for the
Go this way.
Swanborough cordial.
it's over here.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, stop talking about it already. It's become a fact of your existence. That's locked. That's not very effective.
This elixir will give you faith again.
Okay, so that just was a great big old circle. This is why I hate that ring map.
Heal can be the answer to
This way, I
all
think.
your problems. As long as you have
And then 3, no.
This district seems to get uglier every year.
Shut up, slime. Go this way, or is that one locked? No, it's open. Alright. Is there another doorway through here? Oh, that was the gate that I just unlocked. Okay. Doesn't help anything.
when science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
No, that's locked.
I cannot enter.
How do I get over there? Maybe down this way? Alright. So now the steps are counting down. Still pretty sure I'm in the wrong area and going the wrong way, but
It's locked, all right.
I feel like I'm going in circles, and I probably am. Can I go this way? No, it's closed. So go this way and around, I guess? Hospital. You know what? We'll go this way and around. Who are you?
Hey, Doc.
Oh, it's Clay.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys.
One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
That's reassuring. Leave me. It gives me courage.
Hey, Doc.
Just, I don't know if I have the
You're
treatment
lucky
for
to
it.
be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Oh, I do have
Consider
it.
yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Oh, there you go. I got a trophy. Hippocratic Oath.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Alright, come talk to you.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Oh, she had a cold.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright. Where did he get off to? Milton! You probably went back over here. Yeah, there you are. Milton!
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Working on it.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
There you go. Did you know she's thinking of quitting?
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
It's a valid point.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Oh. There we go. That's something new.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Wow. Alright, I don't think I have anything to trade right now.
Goodbye, Milton.
Let's talk to these two.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
See if I can help her too. No, she's healthy. Nothing to update. Nothing to update.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Where did that doctor get to? Quick, aren't you?
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Oh, he just had a headache.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Okay. So in the docks, everybody's good. In the hospital, Beatrice, Mortimer, Harvey. Alright, let's go talk to these people.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
My condition cannot be understood by you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable. Though...
If you say so.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Okay. Nothing new.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street.
There it is. Treatments. Okay, so headache, I have to craft more. Pneumonia, I have to craft more. I basically have to craft more of everything.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
I'll just talk to
Goodbye,
you.
Dr. Tibbets. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince. It's my mother.
I can do that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Alright, so I've talked.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Gotten all I could out of you for now. Talk to his mother.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Alright, give you the
Despite
medicine.
what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I think that was addressed already.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Alright.
Never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Not yet. Don't have those yet.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Treats me like a bull.
This
Good
guy?
evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
what actually happened.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
This was a mistake.
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Okay, nothing else I can ask you about?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
I don't have any left. I'll go make some and come back down.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Let's run upstairs real quick. Go into my office and craft table. Do I not have the... What do I need? Recipe unknown. That's not good. So I can't help him yet. But let's talk to Swansea.
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they are contagious for a shorter period.
Tell me more about the violence.
Geoffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Pre-Wen patrols exterminate. They find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us. Most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most welcome.
That's good to know.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashford. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never been invited to the lady's mansion. And with the quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency is limited.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You are one of her good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is, nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let you into her domain.
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak again later.
Okay. Let's see, where do I have to go again? South. Well, southwest. But first south. What's upstairs? A closed off second floor.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
I cannot enter.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Where's the option to...
It's locked, all right.
I understand you must be very angry.
Your city needs you. Every life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the heart of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. Inquire at the nearest appointments office to the Ministry of Labor, National Service, or write to 15 Kingsways, London. How am I supposed to
arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife? I hope that might help.
There's gotta be a specific spot to stand.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Okay, so you have to find those glowy spots before you can actually spy on someone. That's good to know.
It's locked.
Is that Pippa? Ooh. That's never happened before.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
So it was Pippa. Don't know why it went into a load.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then...
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Show respect for the dead.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Don't want to trade from him anymore because now I know where he gets his supplies.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful.
Okay. Who are you?
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
It's an interesting comparison.
Are you concerned about the conditions here in London?
Not really. Sick people, men in arms, fighting every night. I already faced all this during the war.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case. When I rescued you, you expressed in the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during the shelling. Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good. Go on, please. Tell me more about it. Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found. Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton. It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy. Shameful thoughts? Tell me about them. At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about... Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive. Just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Oh my.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
I already know that he's claustrophobic, but I have no choice but to ask it.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Okay, so I don't have that yet.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears. My fingers.
Hate it.
Lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies.
Oh, yes, I do.
Fucking vermin eating your flesh.
Yuck.
Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Oh, so gross. Hate rats.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, never thought I'd love a man.
I won't say a word.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight. Your secret is safe with me.
I fought for my country and I survived. I saw my comrades die. And now society tells me I'm a criminal for who I love. It makes me so angry.
I can understand that because that's still ongoing today. Unfortunate and disgusting, but fact.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. Surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see? Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
Are you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am. I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital. And, unfortunately, it seems the violence is rising.
What kind of violence?
I believe people have armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Don't even notice me whooshing around. Oh. There's the horned guy again.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I'm not your champion. I really don't know what to... I feel like these are all gonna wind up badly. Also, super ominous. Just randomly floating in the middle of nowhere, talking about a famished queen.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
Twice.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Okay then. Was that more oh no. More skulls. Isn't this where that poor woman was dragged from? I think it is. It is. North Dock Hostel. Go this way to get you. Nope, 2 for 1. Okay then. Okay, just have to go a little bit further down. So it should be this way, I think. Go around, maybe? No, that's just going in a circle upstairs. Oh, hi. Where this? Oh. Over in here. There we go. Okay, cross the bridge. Go in here. Where's the workbench? There it is. Can't make any more. Okay. Nothing else I can take from there. Night sheltered vicinity. Okay, that's 2 of them. How do I get over there? This way, maybe? Oh yeah, there you are.
What on earth happened here?
Oh goodness. Old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson munitions factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed up the windows of all the factories in Southwark? No idea. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. Isn't that Sean's office?
It's locked.
I think it is. People on spikes? What happened here? Oh, it's a fire extinguisher. Where's Sean? Oh. Yep. You were spared, and now you can't be, which is unfortunate. Sean's cross. And a key. Folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saw saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End for years. Or East End For years I have tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I have recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this despair, or on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of a struggle, but at least the self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for salvation, for the light of Christ, and as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I'm now convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadistic joy. For the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is worse. What is a worse sin? To deliberately cast away hope from your own heart, or complacently bask in self-destruction. Where was that locked door? It was over here, I think.
I cannot enter.
Nope, guess not.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Can I not use the key? Oh, I must have used it on that drawer. Simple cross worn at all times by Sean Hampton, even after he became a skull. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, I hear you. Where are you?
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right. Oh. Get off of me! Where are you?
Enid Gillingham's house. Unfinished letter. Rodney, I just heard what happened tonight. I ran to your house, but you were already gone. So now I'm writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, and Morris whistle yours, okay? This way you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you are hiding. The Wet Boot Boys are all over the neighborhood claiming they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we can make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. Settle things. Once the heat dies down.
It's locked.
Oh, that one's locked. Are you locked too? No. Is there an upstairs? Oh, shiny. Somebody's bar? Okay, so now I gotta go back into the sewers, I think? And talk to the guy there.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Quinine. Ooh, big guy. I guess they've replaced Fergal with this guy. Thankfully, he was much easier to defeat than Fergal. Okay, 70. meters that way. Do I have to go? I think I do. To go around through here. Ooh, somebody's mouthy. Giselle's dagger. Light but strong dagger kept by Giselle Paxton to defend herself. Well, shouldn't have attacked me.
It's a leech! Kill it! Die, bitch! Oh my god! Die, man!
Ichabod's poster.
Look lively! It's on to us!
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple A?
Okay, so let's go back towards the night shelter. What's up here?
This is despicable.
Lower Thames Banks.
A leech! A leech! We are...
Whole bunch of scows down here. That's 3.
He's mine! I'll take it!
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
I'll tell you! He's dead!
Giselle's stolen money. Priwen has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Giselle was right! I told you that, all of you!
Oh no! She got turned into a skull too. I'm sorry. Giselle, here's the money collected by the comrades to support the next strike. Please keep it safe until the bloody supervisors stop asking questions and snooping around. Thanks. Ooh. Go down the sewers through here. Bankman sewers. Since I can't find my way through or back to the night shelter and find the doorway there. I have to go right, it's on that side. Oh no, it's still open. A necklace. Okay, so I gotta jump down here. And it was there, I think. Yeah, because last time I came up here to check, I didn't go very far. Oh, I guess it just circles around at the same spot. Okay. Down this way. And then up here. Okay. Then I had to talk to you.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Okay, so she's answered all those already.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Hey, look. There's an arrow. Not what I'm looking for this time. Does it go down here? And then Buddy should be... Oh, he's not here. Is he over here? Or has he left? Did I fail the quest? Alright. Well, I guess it's time to go find Lady Ashbury, because coming down here was not necessary, apparently. So go back up through the night shelter, which should put me closer than going the long way out, back out through the sewers. Okay, so I should be able to, once I get out of this area. There we go. I'm going the entire wrong way. For anyone. So I'm gonna go past here. Western Docks. Limehouse Dock. Read that one already. Loudmouth. Oh, there's a bridge there. Fast travel would be wonderful at this point. She's supposed to be above me or something? Poplar Faubourg.
Watch yourselves! This ain't human! Kill it! Vermin! Die, vermin!
So many skulls. I swear I've beat him already. Has he come back? He must have. Unless I wasn't supposed to beat him when I did. Dr. Strickland's list, ordered by Dr. Thoreau Strickland, Pembroke Hospital. List of substances and ingredients. Lacrima papivaris, medicinal opium, sodium hypochlorite, potassium permanganate.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Side quest without realizing it? Alright. Okay. Finsbury Gates. Is this her place? No.
It's locked.
Okay, so go back this way. I really have no clue where I'm going. Okay.
Look at it! This is bugger!
Maybe I have to go this way?
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, no punishment.
Give me your blood!
Ooh! Who are you? Alright. 30 feet. I'm assuming wide open door.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
I second that.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire, extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
Your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please,
love tea.
Call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
This angle, it looks like she's gonna kiss me.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the Guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Serves them right.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help, since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself?
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
I love that fireplace.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite, but we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind, and they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Econs I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Econ on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Priwen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Priwen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No. You will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Oh. Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Oh my gods, that was intense. There's so much to do now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my closest hideout, which is probably this one. But I'm concerned that if I go there, it will trigger... You know what? Let's just go back to the hospital. Talk to Dr. Swansea. And then we'll call it there because that's a lot to deal with, a lot to process. All right. Place marker there.
So,
all right.
Time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Get back at your
Okay. Heard yelling, don't know from where. Oh. Ooh, you're not too friendly. I don't know why the vampires are attacking me. Like...
Let's hit it down! Send you to hell!
Last file. Quarantine, contagious disease. No one shall enter or leave quarantine area without permission of local health authority. No person except an authorized employee of the health district shall alter, destroy, or remove this card. Anyone violating this regulation will be fined. What's up here? Nothing. Oh, there's so much stuff that happened here. Is there a specific area where you can whoosh from? Must be. Oh, I guess you have to be a certain distance. Pembroke Hospital. Anything around over here? Alright, let's go talk to Dr. Swansea.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
No, nothing new. Nothing new. And he's
Goodbye,
recovering.
Dr. Tippett.
Alright, so let's go upstairs.
Hello, Jonathan. Back from the city already? How is the situation over there?
Tense, to say the least.
I'm sure every obstacle will cede to your relentless determination. In the meantime, can I be of any help?
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
Oh, the legendary founder of the Ascalon Club. I'm afraid I cannot help you with that, Jonathan.
So you do know him?
All the Brotherhood knows about him is highly confidential. He is dangerously intimate with the royal family and Britain's inner circles.
Are you afraid of him? Is he that dangerous?
No, but since most ancient vampires were killed or fled England during the Great Hunt of 1850, he may be the vampire. A myth in the flesh, so to speak.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
A sad story, my dear friend. Tragic, in fact. The Brotherhood was betrayed by some of its most trusted members.
Tell me about the betrayal.
The founders of the Guard of Priwen stole precious and unique documents and reports from the Brotherhood's library when they left. They used them to identify and locate their next targets.
Why was it a tragedy?
Not only did the Guard of Priwen hunt down and kill most ancient vampires of England, they also destroyed or confiscated their possessions. Priceless knowledge was lost in just a few nights.
Did you know that Lady Ashford is an artist? And rather a good one?
Well, actually, yes. I attended an exhibition of her paintings before the war. Beautiful landscapes and stunning portraits. I wish I had purchased one.
Perhaps we could go to her next exhibition, you and I.
What a beautiful idea, Jonathan. Did you know she told me once she had been a model for famous painters? But she never told me which ones.
I shall return later. Thank you, Edgar.
All right. Go into here. Can I craft anything? No. Yes. Okay. Refill those. Is there anything else to look at here other than the plant that needs watering? Don't know where to get the water for that. All right. So I'm going to leave it there because that's a lot for my brain to sift through and process. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the story so far, and please feel free to leave any comments or suggestions down below. Please like the video, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!